The world is watching the US presidential election. And in Kenya, there is more at stake than meets the eye.
We are celebrating 60 years of solid friendship between Kenya and the United States. And it is a foundation laid firmly on common and shared values of freedom, democracy, rule of law. And I am very proud that 60 years on, we have built this relationship.
On November 5th, the race between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump will be decided, shaping Kenya's diplomatic, economic, and security landscape in profound ways. With President William Ruto's close ties to the Biden administration, Kenya has enjoyed recognition as a major non-NATO ally, the first such designation for a sub-Saharan African country. This strong partnership has unlocked avenues in security, economic aid, and trade. But what happens if Biden's legacy is succeeded by Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Today, Kenya is backstopping the security challenges in the Horn of Africa. Kenya is doing the heavy lifting. I really want to persuade friends, the great people of America, whom we share values of democracy, freedom, rule of law, to work with us so that we can do more for peace and security as Kenya in that region, as you do more elsewhere, because we know what you're doing elsewhere.
Kenya is East Africa's largest economy, with the US being a crucial trading partner and a major contributor to development aid. While the US has praised Kenya's stability and economic potential, a shift in White House leadership could impact Kenya's role in regional trade, counter-terrorism, and even global diplomacy. If re-elected, Donald Trump may revive his America First policies. His restrictive stance on immigration could complicate Kenya's goal of securing employment for its citizens abroad and especially in the United States. And while Trump fostered relations with Kenya under President Uhuru Kenyatta, his administration's focus on reducing foreign aid and military commitments in Africa may limit support for Kenya's role in stabilizing the region. Kamala Harris, meanwhile, could continue Biden's approach of engagement with African nations. Her experience as vice president aligns her with Biden's goals of counter-terrorism cooperation, investment in African democracies, and economic partnerships. Kenya could benefit from her emphasis on renewable energy and innovation sectors, aligning with Kenya's own Silicon Savannah vision. Yet, President Ruto's stance on Africa's self-reliance has sparked mixed reactions from Western allies. His vision of a more autonomous Africa clashes with the perception that he is too closely aligned with the West. Opposition leader Raila Odinga is on record having criticized Ruto as a neo-colonial puppet, asserting that his policies favor foreign interests over Kenya's sovereignty.
Our position is that the United States should step in and change the trajectory. Otherwise, we will exit ATMI's troops and the terrorists will take over Somalia. I don't think it is in anybody's interest for that to happen. We are dealing with the situation in the Sudan. We are dealing with the situation in South Sudan. The president of South Sudan was in Kenya, how we can hold their hand to go to elections. We have the situation in Eastern DRC.
From counterterrorism efforts to peacekeeping missions in Sudan and Somalia, Kenya's strategic location makes it a vital security partner for the US. With Al-Shabaab and other extremist threats destabilizing the region, a cooperative US administration could play a role in reinforcing Kenya's security apparatus. China's presence in Kenya is another layer in the US-Kenya dynamic. The US views China's investments in Africa with concern as Beijing continues to finance major infrastructure projects across the continent. A Harris president may aim to counterbalance China by increasing trade with Kenya, while Trump may adopt another tougher stance, pushing for exclusivity in Kenya's partnerships. Kenya's ambassador to the US will play a pivotal role in ensuring that Kenya's interests are represented. This relationship could either benefit from the continuity with Harris, building on Biden's already warm ties, or face new challenges if Trump resumes office. With Kenyans divided on the impact of each candidate, it's clear that the US election is more than just a distant event. For Kenya, it holds the power to shape the nation's future.
60 years on, we have built this relationship, and today we celebrate what we can do together in the face of the challenges that face us as humanity. Challenges of the wars everywhere, we all know, in Ukraine, in Middle East, in the Horn of Africa, even the one in your neighborhood in Haiti. We have serious security challenges. But all this requires collaboration, partnership, and global leadership.
As Kenya awaits the US election results, the nation stands at a crossroads. A White House under Trump or Harris will bring unique challenges and opportunities. For Kenya and President Ruto, the choice of America's next leader is one that will resonate deeply across the Atlantic.
President Ruto and I have focused on growing economies, and growing them from the bottom up, the middle out, the bottom up, and when that happens, everybody does, so not the top down.